This. Yes. Hello everyone, Fancy here, and you are watching Fantavision. Today we're discussing Sea of Thieves and why I'm worried about it. That was supposed to be playing already. Sea of Thieves is the new Xbox One exclusive, and one of the only Xbox exclusives that is coming out for a very long time. So a lot of people are really hyped for this game. There's just a whole bunch of excitement for a new pirate game, because really there haven't been too many pirate games, especially in the last two generations. I mean, Black Flag and Risen, which wasn't a very good game. That's all that's coming to mind. There aren't that many pirate games, surprisingly, even though I feel like it's a genre that, if somebody tackled correctly, could be game of the year. Honestly, I mean, there's so many different things you can do with that genre. I mean, the open world aspect, the fact that you can customize your own ship, getting a crew together, having like a pirate headquarters, getting loot, going to different towns, sacking places. You can make it into an RPG. You could do like crazy Skyrim level pirate Black Flag stuff. Like if you combined Skyrim with Black Flag and got rid of the terrible combat from Skyrim and got rid of the terrible, stupid, like futuristic storyline out of the Assassin's Creed games, I just pissed off a lot of people. If you got rid of those two aspects and you combine those two games, you could have a phenomenal game. Skyrim combat's okay, but Sea of Thieves is attempting to be that game. But the problem is there's a bunch of problems that I can see with it. And starting off right away at the first screen of the beta, and has been confirmed for the full game, is the way that your pirate is created. Because you don't customize your pirate however you want. You sit there and you just keep regenerating pirates. You just keep looking through them and they just keep popping up. And you have to go through that circle of those randomly generated pirates, and then you pick one that you like. Now the problem is when I was in the beta, I saw one that I liked, but I wasn't too sure, because maybe I'll like another one better. Maybe there'll be another one that I enjoy playing as more. So I respawned a bunch of more pirates, and I'm like, but that was the best one so far, and I don't want to keep going, but I can't go back. So because I couldn't set that pirate aside, because I can't actually go through and make my own whose idea was that, to randomly generate a couple of pirates for you to pick from, and then that is your character? Why can't I just have a character creation screen? If you can already make a bunch of different types of pirates, why can't I just pick which one of those pieces of each of those randomly generated pirates that I want for my pirate? Why can't I do that? Why can't I customize my own character? That's a huge flaw in a multiplayer only game. The second thing is what is gonna get me to keep playing this game? Because look at this. There are three different factions in the game: the gold hoarders, the traders, and the undead people. I don't remember their name. And with those three factions, you just keep doing quests for those factions to level up your reputation with them. As you level up your reputation with them, you get better and better quests and better rewards, and then at the end you get the best rewards from the legendary pirates. But the thing is that sounds so scarily close to Destiny. You've got the different factions, which I think there were 3 in Destiny. I could be wrong because I didn't play that much of the game, but there's a certain number of factions. Okay, that's like Destiny. You level up your reputation with those factions, and they each have their own level, just like Destiny. They give you specific quests that you do over and over and over to level up those reputations. You get better quests as you level it up. You get better gear as you level those up. And that's this game. This is like Pirates Destiny Pirates Edition. And there's so many things I love about this game. I love the water. It looks beautiful. I love the way the ship steers. I love how you steer the ship. I love the little details of putting down the anchor, how the ship reacts if you drop it really quickly, all the different player interactions that will happen when the game comes out. Because in the closed beta, I really didn't see that many other players. But when we were out doing our missions, we only saw one other player. And he was shooting at us in a headquarters, and we shot him. We shot his partner. So I saw 2 people, but they're in the same crew. So I saw one other crew, and we shot him. We shot his buddy, and while they were respawning, we took their boat, let up the anchor. I turned the wheel as it was leaving, jumped off the boat, and we watched it go around in circles right outside the harbor. So this means that those people that were shooting at us, to get their boat, they're going to have to swim out there and just wait for their boat to come around again and try to hit X to grab that ladder. Now, I don't know if they just never got their boat back or if they had to restart the game or anything like that, but I can see that kind of trolley behavior happening in the main game, and it's going to be fantastic. I mean, the player interactions are going to be great. I mean, I played this at E3. It was a crew versus another crew, and it was this little tiny area where we had a ship battle. And the ship battles, from what I played at E3, because I didn't get to do any in this game, unfortunately, just because I couldn't find any other players, even though I guess a ton of people played it, and it's also cross-platform, so I don't know how we didn't find anyone. But it was so much fun. You're frantically yelling at your teammates like, quickly, go down there, you gotta repair that. Okay, I'm going back up, grab some cannonballs, we're almost out of cannonballs. And you're just, it's so frantic, it's so much fun. And the thing is that's great and all. I love that they have great ship combat. I love the team interaction, the other player interaction of the game, but if the core of it is just a grind fest of the same quests over and over and over, it's going to get old really fast. And the fact that there's only skeletons that I know of for enemies, that's pretty boring. If there's only skeletons, why don't they have like the Davy Jones people, like Pirates of the Caribbean? Why don't they have like, you know, rogue pirate NPC factions? I know that player versus player combat is going to be huge, but that's also a thing that I'm also worried about. I mean, I'm looking forward to that PvP, but I'm also worried about it. I don't know if you guys have played Grand Theft Auto 5 online, but all of those missions where you have to bring this from point A to point B is always the biggest pain in the ass, because you have a bunch of players that will just gang up on you and continue to try to hunt you down, or they'll blockade like the port islands. That's also a thing I'm worried about, is just players being dicks. I could easily see players blockading the islands where you turn in quests, so you can't turn them in. You just get sunk and you lose your treasure every time. Because that's a thing that can happen in this game, is you can lose your treasure. Which, I mean, it makes sense. You do need a penalty for dying, but that's going to be such a pain in the ass if players keep sinking your ship. Another thing that also kind of worried me is the selection of weapons that you start with. Yeah, those are all the weapons in the game. Now, you could be saying, well, Fanta, I saw a bunch in the shop. But did you notice that they're just reskins of the same weapon? They don't have a change in firing rate. They don't do more damage. They just look different. And that's the same with the instruments too. You can't get more instruments. It's the same instruments reskinned with different skins. And the boat, I mean, you can only customize it so much. You can only change the color, change the sails, and change the front of it. And there's only 2 types of boats. So, I don't know. I was just hoping for more customization. Why can't I change what type of metal my cannons are? Why can't I change the individual sails instead of just a blanket theme? And it looks like the whole boat was the theme. You can't just change the color of the boat and then change the color of the sails. So this lack of customization of your character, customization of your boat, and lack of new weapons is kind of scary. And the lack of really a variety in enemies and a variety in quests. I like that you have to go find different species of animals, which it looks like there's only 3, unfortunately. I like the fact that you can lose treasure, but it's also a scary aspect of the game just because of the PvP and my experiences with GTA 5 Online. And I get why there aren't more weapons that are better as you level up because it keeps it an even playing field the whole game, which is great. I mean, I like that aspect, but it also scares me because there's a lot less to unlock. I mean, the reskins are pretty cool, and in the trailer, I think they know about their lack of content, because in the Everything You Need to Know and the gameplay trailer and all that kind of stuff, they talk about how the game is going to continually be updated. But the thing is that there needs to be enough content up front to make the game worth $60. And right now, I don't think this is a $60 experience. I understand that most people don't really care that there's no storyline, but because there is no story, I don't know. I think it needed something. You know, some overarching story would have been nice. I don't mind it being a sandbox that's only online, but because it's an only online sandbox, I don't feel it's worth that $60. I don't feel like the content that they've presented so far, even with the Kraken, even with the end game content with like the legendary ghosts or whatever, but it sounds like the legendary ghosts, they just give you better quests, so it's just the same thing. And I might be wrong, but this is what they've presented so far. I've watched everything I can from these developers. I've watched everything that I can, trying to figure out more about the game, because this was something I'm super excited about. I mean, I got the damn controller. I got the controller. I don't want this to be a bad game, because then I spent, what, $75 on a controller that sure looks cool, but too bad the game's crap. And I'm always going to be reminded that, yes, that game is crap, but the controller is cool whenever I'm playing with it. I would love to get the game that controller is based off of, because I want Rare to succeed. I know it's not the same company anymore. I know it's not the same developers that made those old games, but I want that company name to redeem itself from Connect Sports and whatever crappy games it put out before that. This is a studio that's been aching to make a real game for a long time, so I'm hoping that this is the game. But from what I've seen, I'm not sure. I mean, one enemy type. Really? One? That's it? I'm scared. I'm scared for this game. They're going to need updates, and they're going to need those fast. Because I know a lot of people power through stuff. They get through content so quickly. I beat Destiny 2 in a day. And if this game's a grind fest, people are going to find out really quick. And I think they're going to react the same way they did Destiny 2, and they're just not going to be happy about it. There's also confirmed microtransactions in this game, in the form of like pets and stuff like that. Supposedly it won't affect the gameplay, but that just irks me even more. You're selling us a $60 game with microtransactions, and I already don't feel like there's $60 worth of content in it. It's a big world. The water looks great. I like the art style a lot. It means it's going to age well. But without a goal, without something you want to unlock, something you want to further, something you want to get, I don't know what is going to keep people coming back to playing this game in a month or two, even. I know the ship combat PvP is going to be a lot of fun for a little bit, but just like everything, it's going to get old. And if they don't have some sort of draw in an online-only game, even though it's PC and Xbox One, it's not going to survive. And I hope I'm wrong. I want to make a video saying I was wrong about this game and I'm an idiot. Go back and dislike that other video. I'm stupid. This game's phenomenal. I want to make that video because I want every game to be amazing. So I'm hoping that this game is amazing, but these are the things that I'm worried about. Thanks for watching, guys. Leave a comment down below if you guys are excited for Sea of Thieves or if you're worried like I am. I will not be picking up the game when it first launches because I'm going to wait to watch streams, watch how other people review it. I think Dreamcast guy might be doing a review on it. I'm not sure. I just need to see more about what is going to keep me coming back to this game because I want to. I want this game to be amazing because I've been wanting a pirate game for so freaking long. And after playing this at E3, I'm like, this has so much potential. And after playing the beta, I feel like that potential hasn't been fully realized. But we'll see. So, like if you liked the video, subscribe for more content. Thanks for watching, everyone. And as always, have a Fanta-tastic day. See ya. Now, I know that I said I would only have a Fanta on camera during milestones, but I love pineapple Fanta. It's really good. I haven't had it in forever. People kept telling me to drink a Fanta. So I drank that orange one. It was eh. And I finally found this. I was going to make a video about trying to find this, but I just stumbled upon it at a local grocery store, and they had a whole bunch of them. So I will drink this again on my 10K, which is actually coming up a lot faster than I thought it would. But I couldn't drink a beer tonight just because I did get in a car accident, and I'm fine, obviously. I mean, I'm still here. It's just my neck hurts like hell. My back's a bit sore. So I take muscle relaxers to go to sleep every night. So can't drink. Yeah.